Hello, my name is Matthew Hartley, usually for the Rational News. But what I'm here to talk to you about today is scar tissue and the treatment of scar tissue. It has been proposed that there should be a major international effort, much like nuclear research in the early days, involving hundreds, possibly even thousands of scientists, into scar tissue. Scar tissue is the critical element in quite a lot of diseases and illnesses. For example, people who have a multiple sclerosis attack subsequently have terrible scarring, and that is what places them in danger. People such as me who ride wheelchairs, we unfortunately have a scar mass within our spinal column. Now, if stem cells are to do their best and rebuild our spinal cords, we need to get rid of that scar mass. It is little known that people with head injuries are actually carrying scars inside the brain. And then there are people who have had surgery for conditions such as breast cancer, or people who have dodgy knees from sport, and of course people who have been horribly burned, or suffered from heart disease or stroke. What we can do is look at scar tissue, and the phenomenon of scarring as one thing. There will be different types of scar and different types of tissue. But why don't we get down to the mechanism itself? Why don't we consider questions such as, why do young organisms not scar? It's true, you've probably heard that with unborn animals, you can actually slash them, and they'll recover from that wound completely without any scarring. This does not happen within weeks of them being born. It's worth doing, and surprisingly enough, it won't be nearly as expensive as you might think, because it's not looking for a cure for a condition. It's looking merely for a way to biologically manipulate a particular type of tissue. Now, we've done that sort of thing quite a lot as human beings. We've converted one type of tissue into another. It's not alchemy, because we're not trying to convert elements. We're not trying to modify atoms. What we're dealing with is chains of amino acids. What we're dealing with is molecules. Now, anyone who's playing contact sport should be excited about this. Anyone who has cared for anyone with a head injury, or a terrible burn, or a spinal cord injury should be excited about this. It's very much worth investing in, and I'm not just saying it because I'm involved. It's worth investing in because it will save us a huge amount of money relatively quickly. But it needs to be done not piecemeal with bits and pieces of investment here and there over 20 or 30 years. It needs to be done like a Manhattan Project. All available personnel working in a concentrated manner, sharing their results constantly. So they're both cooperating by sharing results and also competing to see who can get results next week. For this purpose, I am contacting various people in the community, and particularly groups within the community, who may be interested and seeking their support. That's probably why you're seeing this video. Because we need to get, of course, money. Lots of money. But the important thing is, if we spend a lot of money over a relatively short period, say 5 to 10 years, then we will get big results and big returns through massive savings. What I would like from you is your support, because it will require the public and community groups to come together and say that this is what we want. The money will come from insurance companies, from normal mainstream medical investment, and it will need to be matched by government. So yes, it's going to take you, not your wallet, just you as persons. My name is Matthew Hartley, usually for the Rational News, and I hope to be seeing you very soon.